Congratulations.
Thank you.
Herb Jones was phenomenal offensively in the fourth quarter. We're so used to talking about his defense. How have you seen him grow the most in that regard?
Herb is a guy that he just continues to get better. He puts the work in practice. He's a willing learner, and we're just seeing all of his hard work on display, and we saw it tonight on both ends of the floor.
It's awesome when you see continued success, not just flashes in the pan, and Jackson seems to be really stringing together a lot of strong performances at that 4. Are you seeing him grow in that role?
Most definitely. Jackson was phenomenal tonight. He didn't miss a shot, so number one, that was great for us. But he executed on both ends of the floor. He guarded Jokic late in the game and gave us a different look with JV getting in foul trouble. I thought his energy was great. He's given us a huge boost, a huge lift. And we talked about it before the game, just having him at the 4, that size, that length, his ability to rebound the ball and get out and run, it has been helping us.
Yeah, Willie, Herb made 4 threes in this game. I know we've talked a lot about this year. He just puts in a lot of work on that shooting stroke. Can you give us an idea of just, how much he's in the gym? Just, any details you got on the work he has put in on an outside shot?
Herb is one of the first guys at the gym every day, and he's one of the last guys to leave every day. It's just who he is. Working with Coach Fred, you guys see him after practice. He does it before practice, but he's a student of the game. He's getting better, and he was amazing tonight.
Yeah, he brought out the Euro step a couple of times tonight. What did you think about his finishing around the basket?
I thought it was great. Look, anytime we can give ourselves an opportunity to win games down the stretch, and we can put the ball in Herb's hands, Brandon, Jonas, Devontae, and then have Jackson out there with his length. It's tough to guard. And Herb he's just getting better seeing the pictures.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go because, how unique is his poise as a rookie? You're running plays for him at the end of the game, and he's ISOing the reigning MVP, one of the biggest buckets at the end of the game. How unique is that to see, a guy in his first season?
It's unique. It's unique. But Herb is even though he's a rookie, he's just seems like he's been in the league 5 or 6 years, the way he processes the game. He knew he had a mismatch, and he just took advantage of an opportunity late in the game. And, I'm just proud of our guys. We fought. We stayed in there. We hung in there. And this is a tough team to beat on the road. They're well coached. Like you said, the reigning MVP, who every night he's giving you everything you want and more. This is a big-time win for us.
And what do you think Jackson has just kind of found in those minutes he's playing at the 4? It feels like he's so comfortable, even though he really hasn't done it that much, throughout his career.
I think he's more comfortable than we all would have thought. It's something we thought about pretty much all season, but we wasn't able to get to it. And now that we have, as a staff, as a team, we like what we see from Jackson at the 4. I'll continue to iterate it, or we'll continue to talk about it, but he's long, he's athletic, he can rebound the ball. He does a really good job of spacing in the dunker, so when guys drive, he's right there to get drop-offs for dunks, and he's been great for us.
Yeah, to your point, he's not spacing the floor. You think like a 3-point shot, but is that can you space the floor by just being in that dunker spot and having people worried that you'll if you get it to you'll score easily from there?
I just think with his athleticism and his ability, he can take one step from the 3-point line and dunk the ball. He'll have moments where he spaces the floor, and that's okay too. He'll take a couple threes, which we want him to if he's wide open. But he has an understanding that when Jonas has the ball in that mid sort of free throw line area, or Brandon and they're driving, his man is stepping up and he's getting easy drop-offs. So it's just a part of his game.
Yeah, and Jackson Herb obviously deserve a lot of praise for what they did tonight, but I feel like we got to talk about B.I. as well and the way he was passing the ball out of those double teams. How big was that tonight, the way he was able to get guys shots, even though he didn't necessarily have his best night on the offensive end shooting-wise?
Brandon was great. 12 assists is evident of his ability to see the floor and get his teammates involved. And the biggest thing for us is all of our guys just continuing to trust each other. Tonight was another step in the right direction doing that. And Brandon was leader in that category.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom.
Hey Willie, it's Andrew from ESPN. How close were you? I know obviously it worked out with him being 9 for 9 and going 20 and 10, but how close were you having to consider not starting Jackson at the 4 because of the fact that he was also your backup 5 tonight?
Once Josh was out, there was no doubt that we were starting Jackson. We just rotated. We just started him, got him out early, and then brought him back to sub for JV. So, it's not broke. So we don't plan on trying to fix it in terms of, if a guy is out and we can put Jackson at the 4, we'll do it. And then if we got Josh back, we can still get to that lineup pretty quickly if we want to.
You've mentioned a lot lately about just how much progress Herb has made over the course of the season and just the improvement that he's made. I was wondering what your thoughts are on just the versatility on offense that he's showing. It seems like not only is he getting better offensively, but in general, but like every area of the game, it seems like he's making strides lately, including, which was a big part of the fourth quarter tonight. He scored in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I think Herb is he's getting more comfortable as the season progresses. He's doing exactly what we, meaning myself, our staff, our organization, want all of our guys to be able to do, is continue to improve throughout the course of the season. And he had a big-time scoring night tonight, but every game you just trust him on the floor. He's going to make the right plays defensively, offensively, and Herb's just a big-time player.
Coach, with Brandon on offense and Hepworth defense, what type of dynamic do you have as a team overall?
Well, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We still have a lot of work in front of us as a team, but we're grateful to be able to come in this building and get a win, and we're grateful for the work that our guys put in. But we still have a ways to go, and we all understand that's this is a great win. We're going to enjoy it, and we're going to continue to work as a team and continue to build.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Jax, normally the Nuggets are so good at dominating the paint, and you guys won that dramatically tonight. What was the key to that matchup?
I feel like for us, it just kind of helps having our big lineup in with BI crashing and me crashing and Herb all crashing from outside with Jonas down there. I feel like it's just easy to get rebounds and just control the paint.
Why you feel comfortable out there, you know, playing off of Jonas and just next to that side? Why you just think that's working?
I mean, my whole life I played out on the perimeter until I got to college and kind of my senior year of high school. So I mean, that's just kind of my comfort zone. So just getting back to where I'm used to being.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, you know, you're operating from the dunker spot a lot when you're out there right now. Like, you're also on the three-point line and cutting in. Just
Yep.
how important is just kind of like being opportunistic and like knowing when to cut at the right time for you?
It's definitely a big thing because the past few games I missed a few times I should have cut. And I mean, me and coach just watch film and like we'll just see situations and we'll just kind of teach me when I should cut, when I shouldn't, stuff like that.
Yeah, and Willie said that it was kind of something in the back of his mind the whole season, kind of playing you at the four. How much was that a discussion throughout the season with the coaching staff, possibly, you know, moving you to that position?
We've always discussed it. I played some of it last year, so like we've always kind of discussed it a little bit, but it really didn't become such a big discussion till more recently.
I mean, what's it like when you're kind of in the midst of a game like this where you don't miss any shots, your first 20-10 of your career? I mean, what's that like? Are you kind of cognizant of that while it's going on that you didn't miss?
I honestly did not miss. I thought I had missed some, and then I came in the locker room after the game and everyone told me I didn't miss. So, I mean, it's always good.
And what was it like kind of just seeing Herb take over the way he did before?
I mean, it was awesome. I love watching her play. I mean, just one of my favorite people to watch play basketball. I mean, great defense, just smart player, gritty player, and just watching him be able to take over like that's awesome.
Which coach did you watch film with?
I watched film with D House. Dan.
What's that relationship like?
Oh, it's a great relationship. That's like my big bro. Like, I mean, he's legit like my big brother. So, I mean, I come to him with all types of stuff, off the court stuff. I'm not gonna say this because I know it's public news, but he's about to have a kid. So I ain't gonna say it, but he's about to have a kid. I was one of the first people he told on the team. So, like, he's just like a big brother to me. And so, like, I can always go to him about anything. If I do something wrong, he calls me out, and he'll let me know, which is good. Which I asked him to do. So, yeah.
And just how important is BI's passing in the office, especially when he's getting double teamed so often in these games?
I mean, it's so important just because he's such a main focal point on all the other teams' defenses. I mean, they got to stop him because, I mean, he was getting double teamed. He still had, 23 points tonight. So, I mean, it's just really impressive.
All right, we can move to Zoom, please.
Oh, we got Zoom.
Hey Jackson, it's Andrew from ESPN. Where is your confidence level right now? It seems like you're playing at another level, whether that's at the four or just in these last 3 to 4 weeks. Where's your confidence level at?
I'm honestly gonna say it's the same it's been all year. I just gotta try not to get too high, not get too down, and just keep focused on getting better each day. Get in the gym early tomorrow. I mean, I feel like it's just the same it's been all year.
Jackson, for you, the confidence that your teammates and the coaching staff have to you, how affects to your game?
I mean, it definitely helps that everyone, just has a lot of trust in me. And so, whenever, your teammates and coaches have trust in you, I feel like that just gives you more confidence in yourself, just that they trust you. So, you can go and do whatever, and they'll be fine with it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Herb, you guys have faced this Nuggets team several times before, and it didn't go nearly as well as tonight. What was different about the way you closed this game?
I feel like we executed a lot better down the stretch, and we got stops. I feel like that was a big part of the win tonight.
You had an explosion of offense this evening. How is that aspect of your game growing, changing?
I mean, it's always, my confidence is always growing because I continue to put in the work every day, regardless of what may have happened the night before, whether it was a good game or a bad game. And hopefully, I just stay consistent and I keep getting more confident in my offensive game.
The shot with like 20 seconds left, was it a busted play? Just what'd you see there when you scored on the Euro against Jokic?
I mean, I wanted to attack late because I knew the time and score, so I knew the later the shot would be, the better. And I just kind of went into, I don't know, like almost like a one-on-one game because I knew like nobody was going to help. I was just going to kick it out for a three. I mean, I scored it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably safe to say you wouldn't have made that type of play earlier in the season when you're the new guy on the team. So, I mean, what's allowed you to get to that point where you're comfortable making that type of play during a huge moment in the game?
Just earned the trust from my teammates. They trusted me, late in the game to make the right decision. And they believe in me enough to attack people off the bounce, and that's what I did.
The Jackson's minutes at power forward have really popped in these few games you've seen him there. Just, what have you seen from Jackson kind of playing down in position and having some nice games offensively?
I mean, he really knows how to play basketball. It really doesn't matter where you put him on the floor. Sometimes at the 5, he's a little undersized. And so when they move him to the 4, he does a great job of cutting and finishing around the rim for us and getting offensive rebounds. So, I mean, I feel like he's doing a great job for us at the 4.
And what's it like kind of seeing the way B.I. is picking some of these defensive parts with his passing, considering how often he's getting double teamed?
I remember it was super early in the season, or it might have been in the summer when I first seen him play in person, and I knew he could really pass the ball. Even going back to Nashville, and I said it then. I mean, to see it now, it's almost like I've seen it every day, so it's not super surprising to me. I mean, I'm glad he's picking apart defenses like he is.
All right, we'll go to Zoom.
Hey, Herb, great game, first of all. What type of growth do you see on your game as the season goes on, and what it means for you as a rookie to be impactful on both ends for your team?
I feel like the place I'm growing the most is just being confident and taking open shots, and just giving the team the best shot in a possession instead of turning down open shots and driving the ball into a clogged up lane. I feel like that's been the biggest progression for me to help the team.
Herb, it's been a few games now where you guys have gone big with the starting lineup. What do you see out there? What do you like about that lineup where it's you, Brandon, Jackson, and Jonas?
I mean, it's a lot of length out there. And guys can get beat and recover for each other and help each other out. It's not, as tough as it would be if it was smaller guys out there. I don't know if that sounded weird, but I mean, I just feel like it helps clog up the lane. Guys can't get into the paint as much, and we contest a lot of shots and making it tough on the offensive guys.
All right, thanks, Herb.
Thank you.
Jose.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, Najee Marshall, he checks in at the end of the game. Quarters of steel, down there in game time still. How you feel about that? What he brings to his team?
That's a great steal. To seal the game.
Okay.
There we go.
That's it?
That's what you want to say?
Nah, I'm out.
Crazy.
All right, where does the posse idea come in here?
You say what? Where does the posse thing comes in?
Yeah,
Like why we all came
Was
in?
this a planned thing or just happened?
Nah, it's kind of a twin telepathy thing.
Yeah, we all twins. So we all kind of, roll together.
What was different in the way you guys closed this game than the other matchups with Denver?
I think we just stayed poised at the end of the game. We got the ball in an open position, and guys made plays. Herb was big tonight for us, getting downhill. I didn't notice he had 25 tonight, but he did a good job.
Damn,
He went to the free throw line, knocked the shots down, and that was big for us, especially at the end of the game, to go up and knock the free throws down at the end of the game. He was good for us tonight.
Where have you seen his offensive game grow? We talk about his defense so much all the time.
He just finding the spots. He knows when to cut to the basket. He knows when to stay spaced. He's an extremely hard worker, so when we pass it to him, when he's in that corner or when he's in the slot, he's extremely confident to knock the shot down. So, like I said, he's been big for us all season.
I don't heard.
Both of you guys today came in with black Air Forces on, and I was just wondering, do you guys think you played with black Air Force energy tonight?
Yeah, we won. What you mean? When you win, that's the whole point.
I think the Black Force energy trickled down to the rest of the team. I seen Trey Murphy committed like 3 fouls tonight.
Yep.
Like 3 hard fouls.
I agree.
That was big. That was big for us. That was big.
And I mean, you said it, Herb getting 25, 18 in the fourth quarter. What's it like just seeing him score the way he did in the fourth quarter?
It kind of, when I noticed for me tonight, I didn't know he was, I knew he was effective, but I didn't know he was so locked in. I think with Jay Hart tonight, for him to step up like that, it was important for him and for the team.
And on that last play, when you see him ISO, Jokic, for the ice play, I mean, what are you kind of thinking during that moment?
Well, first I'm thinking I got Monte Morris on me. I want the ball. Second, I seen the mismatch. I seen him when he just looked confident. He getting downhill and he went to the basket. He was doing that all night. So for him to be confident down the stretch and get to the basket and finish a play, a layup in 2 minutes to go in the game is big.
Jackson didn't miss a shot tonight. Just what do you think, I guess, allows him to be effective when he's playing down at power forward?
So, it must be something in the air. But he's been talking about getting minutes, staying ready, being at that 4th position. And he's actually been really, really effective on the offense and defensive end, just grabbing some of my rebounds. But he's been big for our team too. These last 2 or 3 games, just coming in and bringing energy and bringing a different aspect to our team.
All right, we'll go to Jim on Zoom.
Hey guys, you talked about just how well Jackson Hayes has been playing lately. With the lineup that you guys have now, where you're starting him and Jonas together, I mean, what are you seeing in terms of how it seems like it's getting really difficult for other teams to match up with that, and it seems like that's benefiting you guys a lot offensively. How do you think that that's impacting the offense as well as you individually?
Yeah, I think we just made an adjustment. I think Jackson has done kind of what Herb has done, just being in the right spot at the right time and ready to receive the pass and putting it on the board or passing it to the next guy. He's been efficient in his decision making and what we do on the basketball floor. So
We just want to continue to encourage him to do everything that he's doing on the basketball floor.
Brandon, for you as a leader of this group, what it means to see players like Jose, like Willie, like Jackson to make a step up and help on both ends of the floor? And about you, what is the biggest progress on about your facilitate as a facilitator for you on the floor?
Well, it's encouraging. Just having guys around that know how to play the game of basketball, and they've been doing it. We continue to get better every single game. They've made improvements every single game, and we've gained a couple wins off of it. For myself, as a facilitator, I'm just the one passing the basketball. Everybody else has to make shots, so they make life easy for me when they're just going out there playing confident and just making shots.
Let's be honest. He's the one. He's our best player, and he looking for us. He's giving us confidence, and shit, he making us look good.
He just wanted the ball more.
Thanks, fellas.